Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Creatorcast. I'm here with Sexy Benon. G'day Benon.
How you going?
And I'm here with the masculine Scotty Muir. How are you, mate?
I don't know where this is going, mate. What's going on here?
Oh, look at this beard. It's just, I can't get over it. In our last episode, it was a little bit less, but look at that now. It's taking over.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to ZZ Top style, I think.
Yeah. I reckon if you turn your head sideways, you look like an angry Russian, mate.
No, mate. It's Scottish Highlander style.
Yeah, that's it. Anyway, so yeah, that's your brand. That's you with your beard like that, and Benon with his pearly whites. This episode is about how to know when to change your brand. For instance, for me and my channel's been around for over 2 years. I've changed my brand twice already, and I'm actually changing it again.
Wow, cool.
I'm really wanting to step away from this kind of baby Comic Sans style font that I've got and taking it to a new level, something with a bit more edge. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to introduce it, and how do you know when your brand needs an update? I know, for instance, Benon, you haven't really changed your brand at all. Scotty, you're, I guess, still new to the game. You've been around for a year or so now. Have you,
Yep.
Benon, for instance, thought about changing your brand? And what's the reasons behind it?
Well, no, I haven't actually. I thought really long and hard before I started the channel on what I wanted to brand and how I wanted it to look. And I probably spent a good 3 months just coming up with ideas and coming up with the logo, the name, the concept. And I had it all planned out before I even hit record. So I don't think I'm going to change anything. I'm pretty happy with it. So I'll just leave now, and you guys can chat by yourselves.
Fantastic. Yeah. What about you, Scotty? Have you thought about changing yours or your introduction or anything like that?
Yeah, 100%. It's funny that you bring this up now as we're talking, because the rebrand is definitely coming. The next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I will be daily vlogging for a little bit for about a month. We're just going to see how it goes. I will be overseas, so it's obviously a lot easier to do it when you're overseas, or you're on holiday, or doing something that the content comes to you. It's definitely, I'm at this weird place now where I'm getting an audience and I want to give more to that audience and show more to that audience. And the only way to do that is to create more content, and really that's the goal. I've slowly started to trickle it out into some of my newer videos. You might have seen it in the Wow Go video if you've watched that.
Yep.
That video, I really, really planned out every single shot of that video like I was filming an action movie or something. Like it was like before I've just picked up the camera and gone for it, and you could probably tell. Whereas I really took, like, that was an all day sort of thing, really. I was out looking for different locations, what looks cool, where the sun was in the shot, where the camera should be. And I think it did show for itself. I've got messages from a lot of people saying it's my best video that I've done. So,
Sure, really?
Yeah. So it's something that's motivated me to now just to stick with that and keep running with it, and and just change that along the way and just see where it can take me. Because as I said, I'm at that point of the channel where it's like I'm at a point where I got to keep going and pushing it to get the bigger subscriber base that I have in mind. And I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. Like I've just the last 6 months for me and this whole YouTube thing has been pretty nuts, because I've gone from nothing to where I am now. And I'm obviously meeting a whole bunch of people along the way, and I want to keep growing that sort of side of YouTube. Why I started doing this, man. So I've got to meet you guys through this, and this little audience that we now have 150 subscribers on with Creatorcast. So I don't know, man. Yeah, how about yourself?
Yeah, like I'm I'm like that. I think if you keep innovating, you keep things interesting. It's kind of like if a TV show kept doing the same thing over and over again, people kind of switch off. They want to see something new. Like, I hate bringing this guy up, but he is innovating. The Mr. Neistat, he's come out with this 368 concept. He's rolling with that. He's he had this suit that he was wearing, and he's got a bit of backlash on that, so he's not wearing that suit anymore. But if he continued to be in that suit, I think people would kind of switch off. Or if he just kept doing his daily vlogs, people would switch off. So he's trying something new and giving back and all that kind of thing. So I think for me, because branding and digital media is what I do for a living, it's quite easy for me to adjust and to evolve that way. People that don't have the experience with graphic design and software and knowing what colours and tones and things like that work really well together, I think would probably struggle a little bit more. But I start to see what the comments are and what people are saying, and that they like edgy, they like cool transitions and animations and things like that. So I'm trying to bring that in just to keep, try learning new things and testing new things out. So that's why this new idea is coming in, and I'm trying to go for that MKB HD kind of polished look, if you know who I'm talking about.
Big
A bit of a mix of that with a bit of and a bit of a mix of like street kind of stuff and the abandoned building kind of just trying to film in a different way than just walking through with a handheld camera. Bit of Peter McKinnon, that kind of style where it's doing like the 120 frames per second. That kind of stuff I think will take it to the next level for me. And that's what this brand's going to do.
Are you talking about, when you said branding, I was thinking more along the lines of like possibly a logo or a different title card, different end card?
Yeah, no, it's funny you say that, because most people think that a brand is a logo, but a brand is a characteristic of who you are. So it does include colours and graphics and illustrations and things, but it's a style. Yeah. It's how you portray yourself. It's how you do things, and it does go all the way down to how you film and your angles and your technique and where you get your inspiration from and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I think, it'll still be me. I'll be still in front of the camera, but it's going to be this new experience that I'm starting to piece together, and I'm hoping it comes out on June 1. That's the aim, or potentially while I'm away in Bali. Cool. So it's still a while away, but it's because you got to plan for this stuff. You got to shoot in a different way.
It's interesting.
You're going to
change your entire look and the way you do the whole thing.
Yeah, like probably not going to be doing so many time lapses. It's going to be a different element for the introduction and the outro.
Okay, cool.
That kind of thing. So it could be quite cool.
That's really interesting. Just to renege on what I said earlier, I have evolved that kind of side of it for sure. Like when I started, I think I was doing something. Yeah, I was doing like I always had Hello the Internet, but then I had something else like the next sequence was a series of shots, so that has evolved for me as well. But yeah, in terms of my logo and the layout of my page and all that, I'm pretty keen to keep that as it is, just for consistency's sake. But yeah, are you guys ever thinking about coming up with a logo for your channels?
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Jason.
Yeah, it's one thing I've when I'm lying in bed, I just sit there and I have little apps that I play around with, trying to come up with a logo. But it's something that I'm actually quite good at. Like I can create it pretty quickly, but I'm so picky with, I want it to stick and I want it to be something that you recognize as being mine, because like Jay, you've probably seen it with different like Urbex channels out there. Everyone has like the same logo. You know what I mean? It's just like the gas mask thing, whatever you want to call it, the respirator. You know, it's trying to have something that's unique to your channel, and it's a bit of fun.
No, that's it, mate. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, I was just trying to find. I've got a concept on here, but I don't know how I can show you. Oh, I could do like a mirror thing, but I won't.
You're going to do the edit for this anyway, so maybe you could throw it in as a little sneaky.
Yeah. I might flick it in just like one frame, kind of like Fight Club, where if you pause it at the right moment, you'll find it.
That's another topic. Preview. That's a little topic for a discussion we could have, like little Easter eggs in videos, because I've been throwing a few in mine, and not one person has spotted them yet. But I mean, maybe people have spotted them, but they just haven't seen it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just a couple of instances there where I've done a little sneaky Easter egg. Pretty simple, but fun to do. But Jay, cool. Are you gonna change the name of your channel? Is that what you're doing, or
no?
It's still Jay Boston.
No, it's still my name and everything, but it's something like you were saying. It's more like an icon that'll represent me. It's not just gonna say Jay Boston like it does in a red box or anything like that anymore. It's gonna have it's just a bit edgy,
right?
and it's going to have some transitions and different methods for how, if it's a skateboard video, it's going to be a different intro. If it's a abandoned building, if it's droning, if
Gotcha.
it's it's just
Gotcha.
going to mean different things with
That's
different
cool.
colours and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
It's exciting, man.
So I think
it is. What I also did with the electric skateboard video that I shot, Jay, I actually watched about 10 different videos of different brands of people on electric skateboards and sort of tried to think of something that they weren't showing. And everyone's videos are kind of professional, if you know what I mean. Like, they sort of know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I wanted to sort of do it as if this guy's got no idea what he's talking about, and how can he make it kind of see? And I think that's come across. And I thought, if I can do this, I reckon I can easily crack 1,000 views on this video. And I think at the minute it's about up to 900 views. So that's
amazing.
That's just something that I actually put a bit of time into studying other people's videos rather than just going for it. And I think it's something that'll work for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I know backlash is a bit of a thing in the YouTube comment section when it comes to being a bit of a novice, but luckily I've had none, because a couple of times I called the ball the wrong name, so it's I was waiting for the backlash. But it never came.
It does happen, but which is good, because I think you've been honest with people, and I think those that don't know anything about it, they see a guy on a board, go, hey, I could do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy.
Yeah.
By the way, I need that board back soon.
Yeah, that's fine, mate.
There's a little there's an element there you could have on your channel, Scotty, where you could sort of almost do like when Jay's finished with it, I'll review it and I'll do the review that Jay didn't do, kind of thing. Like you could have a phase where Jay gets it and he does it, then it comes across to your channel and you take it and you do the review, and each of you do something
That's a
different.
cool idea. Yep.
I don't know. You got that advantage because you're
idea.
both living in the same city, and you both, you got access to each other. And,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here's a cool idea too. When we go to VidCon this year, it might be cool to set up. Hey, let's do a video we shoot exactly the same, right? One person just shoots it, and then we all edit it differently to suit our own brands.
Yeah,
and see how the different edits come together.
That's really cool.
Well, it's different. Yeah. So or we could do it right now, but someone does the footage, or we all just shoot for exactly the same amount of time. We talk and everything. It's the same board, and we just see, who's is easier to watch, who's more funny, who's has got more, edit quality. Like that. That'd be quite.
What about?
We just sort of post our individual videos.
What about if we literally gave each other our memory cards from the VidCon weekend and said, flip a coin, I'll edit Jay's. Danny, you can edit Scotty's.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be interesting for that weekend.
That would be fun.
It's like giving you my girlfriend, which I haven't got.
I might just give all my footage to Danny and just let him go bananas.
Yeah. Danny be there with his microphone doing his voiceovers.
But wouldn't that be cool? Like, use someone else's footage to suit your brand and to suit your editing style. That'd be pretty bloody interesting.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. I mean, I think just to touch on that rebranding angle, I think everybody kind of rebrands without even really recognizing they're doing it. If you're talking about like shooting styles and editing styles and maybe pace and how you're engaging your audience, everyone does that naturally, because no one wants to stay put in the one thing. Sorry, man, I got a helicopter outside there. It sounds like it's going to land. Sounds like it's going to land on the property. So I think everybody's rebranding constantly. They're always trying to like step it up and engage and do things differently. So I think that's a really cool thing about this platform. Like, you watch my video from way back in 2 years when I started, and even I'd be looking at that saying, man, I'd do that so differently now.
Yeah, mine's cringeworthy.
Oh, dude. Like, I have videos from 2 years ago when me and Brittany were in America, and like, she loves to watch them, and I cannot watch them. I'm like, these are so bad. Like, it is, like, the editing is bad, the audio is horrible, and I know it's just me being picky because, like, now we know what we're doing, I know what I'm doing, sort of. I cannot watch it. Like, I'm just like, oh, get it away. Like, I can't watch. But they're still up there.
That's quite funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be...
So I think branding and innovating and changing is a good thing, and it doesn't have to be necessarily updating your logo. It could be your style, it could be your colours, it could be your tagline, it could be anything. But I think, you just need to keep listening to the people who are watching, hear what they have to say, and see if that's worth going in a different direction.
Absolutely.
Or just changing some elements of what you do.
Yeah.
But anyway, if anyone else out there that's watching has changed their brand, or if got any ideas, or if you want to let us know what you think of our brands, just chuck them down in the comments below. It's been great chatting to the three of you. Of course, Mr. Danny Black's not here. He's surfing the massive waves of the Atlantic or something at the moment. But he'll be back.
He's in the Whitsundays, and I don't believe he's surfing at all. We should talk bad about him while he's gone. Let's talk about him behind his back. He won't be watching this, will he?
Yeah, behind Danny Black's back. Yeah.
No.
Well, anyway, but yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to us if you haven't already. Hit that like button if you can already. That helps us a lot. And we'll see you on the next one. Woohoo!